everybody, I'm Jerk and it's a big show. Hello everyone. Woo-wee, this has been some work. It is a rainy evening here in sunny Los Angeles, and it's been a few days since our last broadcast. Probably because I'm trying to book some very reclusive guests right now. Guests like Shapayev, Shores, Helena, and the I'm not avoiding you, I just have prior commitments Iowa. But we did finally get tonight's guest through customs, and they did their 14-day quarantine. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you the Tech Tree Tier 7 British battleship, the last ship you should ever buy to complete your collection. Give it up for Vanguard! Yes, the Vanguard. This ship that's been buffed more times than a teenage boy in the bathroom. And even after all that, is it competitive? Well, that's what we'll see in this game. Now, I have been playing this quite a bit this week, so much that my luscious, pretty and pink era James Spader hair has in a few days' time left me looking like Peter Garrett. They lowered its citadel, they adjusted its armor, they gave it a main battery reload booster, and now the enhanced secondaries, which, well, the secondaries on the Vanguard could be the setup and punchline to a joke all on their own. Alright, let's bring up the supporting cast for this video. We've got Charles Madden in lead with supporting actors Andrew Cunningham and Paolo de Revel, or however you pronounce that. It is worth mentioning that I'd been jumping back and forth between Cunningham and Madden in lead, and I'm still not sure which I prefer, as honestly, I get really solid games from both. I was actually going to do a trainables video earlier as I had a good game I wanted to show, and that was with Cunningham, but then this game happened, so we're seeing this one instead. Let's get to this game. We have another match produced by Greece. Like I said, this map is turning out the Krakens for me now. I spawned seaside with an Akizuki who ate one of the 15 torps the red Shimakaze put down for it. A bit of overkill in my opinion. A friendly Tirpitz. Spawning opposite of us is the aforementioned Shimakaze, a Hipper, and a Yamato. So, 3 tier 7 ships versus 2 legendary tiers and a tier 7 cruiser. And I'm here to show you it ain't no thing, playboy. Now, in a way, I'm lucky, as Vanguard really prefers to be on the flanks of maps. Its horrendous firing angles and relative fragility do not lend itself to being in the middle where it can be targeted from multiple ships. So, spawning on C, I go to the C cap because that's what you do. You go where you spawn. Sorry, I have seen so much abandoning spawns this week that even saying it gets me a little wound up. I'm quite happy to see that our friendly Tirpitz is pushing forward, and wisely using the island cover to close the distance. I'm pumping out HE onto the Yamato as fast as I can in an attempt to get it to back off, and you'll see I'm getting fires pretty consistently. Again, I can only normally shoot 4 shells because I don't really want to dare opening up to fire all 8, or I run the risk of getting wrecked, son. Torpedoes. Shields up, red alert. Computer. Engage Picard maneuver Alpha Charlie Omega. Silly Shima. Tell me again why legendaries require little to no experience to get. The Shima went for an all or nothing YOLO run. And you know what they get? They get nothing. They lose. Good day, sir. Better luck in tier 3, pal.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Alright. One down, but our Tirpitz buddy has taken a beating. I'm turning as hard as I can, but the maneuverability of the Vanguard leaves much to be desired. If I can, I'll try to get close enough to activate Will to Rebuild, but yeah, they go down. But at least they did quite the number on that Hipper. And being as I'm the only one here by myself now, this should be a pretty easy ship to sink. Now, I just don't want to run the risk of sending my shells into the indigenous flora and fauna, as I have done that many times. So I'm just going to hold my shot a little bit to make sure that they're clear. And okay, we get ship number 2 secured, which leaves us with the big boy Yamato. And if you were to read the Reddit posts, you'd think that this ship would one-shot me, or maybe two-shot me at most. But witness me! Now, it's not just me shooting at this Yamato, don't get me wrong, but I am going to just keep firing and firing away with HE. And this is one of the strengths of the Vanguard. It does have very good HE. And the reload time, as you can see, can be quite low. I'm at 18 seconds right now, and if I got Paolo and Charles Madden up a bit higher, I think I could hit 16 seconds, maybe less? Another tool that I have at my disposal is the improved British heal. And this ain't the zombie Nelson heal, but you'll be able to see it is quite strong after I take this next salvo from the Yamato. I think it's coming in now. Yeah, here it comes. Is this instant deletion? No, but it's a big hit. But look at that heal. It goes off and it heals a pretty decent amount. And because I'm using Charles Madden, if I had him ranked up higher, I would have 4 instead of just the 3. And I think the Azure lane commanders have that option too. It's definitely worth getting commanders up for that extra heal if you can. Now I've lost 30 to 35% of my health, and it looks like this Yamato is just under 50% now. But that doesn't mean I can just open up to shoot all of my guns. So I'm juking and jiving, well, as much as you can in Vanguard. And I do manage to bounce this salvo from the Yamato off my belt here. So I'm gonna just go ahead and shoot this guy one more, and blap. I definitely needed that blap, so thank you, friendly Yamato. Looking at the minimap, I'm a little concerned with the cap situation here. We've got someone sitting on B, so the red team's not getting any points there, but they just got torpedoed. And positionally, well, there's a lot to be desired. And now, our destroyer that's on B is going to go down too. So things are definitely more dire than the team seems to be aware. But conveniently, these 2 red battleships are sailing along broadside, which is excellent news for me. If they had split up and been able to attack me from 2 different angles, this would most definitely turn out differently. But they just keep together in this straight line, and that makes it so I will be able to do what I do. I'm all too happy to keep hosing this guy down with warm HE. And I'm focusing just one ship to get one set of guns off the board as fast as possible. There is no sense in splitting up my shots to hunt damage here. I want the win, and honestly, Kraken hadn't even crossed my mind yet. That Massachusetts damage con has ended from my first fire, and I get another one there, so that's permanent. And it looks like this Iowa is taking one of those torpedoes. Are these guys using will to rebuild on each other? I can't tell. But now is the time to use the last weapon the Vanguard has. Frodo, you will know when to use the ring, and these guys are lining up perfectly for me to whip out the main battery reload booster. And we're gonna see that happen right, I think, about now, once I decide that it's time for me to open up, because I might get blapped. So let's get it off here. There goes one, and you can see how quick this is to reload. I'm going full broadside because I need to make sure to finish this Iowa. Sweet Jesus, there comes torpedoes. Alright, and there goes the Iowa. And holy crap, there's the gearing. I remember here that I was looking up to make sure that I had 4 kills. And quickly checking the mini-map to see where everybody else is. The destroyer is spotted, so that's who we shoot. Them's the rules, and I don't make them, I just abide by them. And I thought that the gearing had shot both sets of his torps before, so I really wasn't expecting another set. I did get a fire on the gearing, and he hits the damage con, but I'm going to get one more salvo off here, and it's a very good hit and a fire. But there's another set of torps, and Vanguard just isn't that maneuverable. And I was sitting here gutted. But then I saw the damage counter start ticking up and up and up, and now I'm just sitting here. What's gonna happen? And there it is. Kraken 186 in the Vanguard, and you're going to see my camera movements because right now I'm dancing around my living room, but pretty soon I dance around on the controller. There it is. Woo! Thank the heavens that I have got that done. I was so relieved. Of course, it's not over yet. The win isn't a done deal, but in my mind, getting that Kraken in the Vanguard is all the win I needed. So, high off of that Kraken, I'm going to go check out some beachfront property and think about retiring. Look at this village. Doesn't this just look lovely? But that's going to wrap it up for... Oh, wait. Well, that's right. Here come the shots. I think these are the ones that do it. Yeah, there's the win. And that's going to wrap it up for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm not sure that I felt that elated since my last solo warrior, but that felt real good. So let's take a look at the end screen here. 2,925 base XP, right on the verge of a very good game. But it is the Vanguard, so it is a very good game to me. Alright, thanks everybody who stuck around this far. Does this ship work for you? Let me know in the comments, or if you have any questions or anything else. Hit like if this inspired you to become a Vanguard main. Hit dislike if you skipped from the New Mexico to the Yamato. Subscribe if you want to hear me exhaust myself with a chapai of Kraken. Whew. I'll get back out there for another one, and we'll talk soon.